The desert was sprawling, a vast sea of shifting sands under a blistering sun. It was a barren wasteland, void of life but rich with a heavy silence that struck like the calm before a storm. Amongst this arid wilderness walked Jesus, a solitary figure moving steadily forward. Clad in simple robes, his face was set with determination. For 40 days and 40 nights, he had wandered the desert, a place of purification and trials, drawn there by a spiritual calling. It was an act of faith and fortitude, a preparation for what was to come. With each step, the harsh sands shifted beneath his feet, mirroring the inner challenges he faced. At first, the journey was about survival. The sun beat down mercilessly, and water was scarce. The nights were harsh, with the cold creeping into his bones as he lay under the vast, star-strewn sky. Yet, Jesus pressed on, driven by a deeper resolve. During these days and nights, Jesus entered into deep meditation and prayer, seeking connection to the divine essence that guided him. His solitude was complete, with thoughts that seemed to echo in the vast emptiness around him. He searched his soul, preparing himself for the mission he was about to embark on. In this solitude he was tested, his humanity was laid bare. There came a moment when temptation stood before him, personified as a figure enticing him with power, sustenance, and immediate justification. "If you are the Son of God, turn these stones into bread," the figure challenged, gesturing to the rocks littering the desert floor. But Jesus, his voice clear and steadfast, responded, "Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." The temptations did not stop there. Jesus was taken to a high point, where all the kingdoms of the world spread out before him, shining in splendor. The tempter promised all this power and glory in exchange for a single act of worship. Without hesitation, Jesus refused, emphasizing that worship belonged solely to the divine. Finally, the tempter suggested that Jesus test his faith by throwing himself from the highest pinnacle in Jerusalem, arguing that angels would save him. Again Jesus resisted, understanding the futility of testing his Lord. With each test, Jesus' resolve only grew stronger. His answers were not just refusals, but affirmations of his mission and his unwavering commitment to the path laid before him. The desert, once a place of desolation, became a crucible in which his spiritual strength was refined. As the 40th day approached, the temptations ended, and Jesus emerges from the desert, having mastered the trials of the soul. The silence of the wilderness had taught him deeply about the power within, unwavering faith, and the indomitable spirit that he would carry into his mission. This marked the beginning of Jesus' public ministry, a journey that would transform the lives of many and offer a message of compassion, love, and redemption. The desert had called him, and he had answered, preparing him to carry forth his message into the world.